Hi fam, how you doing? I haven't made any videos for a while. I've been going through a rough time. I've been really depressed past few days, past month, uh, off and on. I have good days, bad days. That's my hearing aid. I have good days, bad days. Some days are better than others. I'm starting to break out. Acne really bad. I don't know. It's here. I've been getting it a lot lately. I started using black Jamaican castor oil, and all of a sudden now I'm starting to get acne. Like breaking out here. It's really sore too. Breaking out here, breaking out here, breaking out here. Not too much over here, but it's mostly around my head. Over here, and here. And that hasn't been helping me much because I hate breaking out. I don't like to look. I don't like my face being broke out like that. If I was ghost hunting, I was just not into it, man. Last month or so, I tried to do something, and I had a team meeting, and we went downstairs to investigate the basement. The basement was locked up, so we couldn't do that. So that went out the window. And one of my teammates had an emergency, so she couldn't make it. So I understood that. Things happen. You can't control it. I'm trying to get out of the ghost hunting business. It's not easy because it's like one thing after another. People calling me wanting my help, and then I make arrangements, and then something happens. They don't, they want the help, but they don't want you in the house. Well, guess what? If you don't let me in the house, I can't help you. Simple as that. If I can't come on the property, I can't help you. So that's pretty much it. Uh, a friend of mine who owns some businesses later on wants me to check out a new business he's opening up. So I'm going to do that if I'm still available to do it. So I don't know. I just haven't been feeling like myself. I don't feel like me. I still can't get rid of this. Doing everything I can. Trying hard to get rid of this stomach, and no matter what I do, I can't get rid of it. I stop myself and try to keep active, and I can't shake that stomach. Unless there's some way I could get surgery to remove the stomach or something. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Tummy tuck? I don't know. I don't think my insurance is gonna cover a tummy tuck. Unless I become a millionaire and can afford it. Other than that, I don't know. I feel a beast. I weigh 122 pounds. I feel a beast. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of phobia thing. I don't know. Maybe my stomach isn't as big as I think it is, but I feel it. I cut down on eating. I don't eat as much. I don't eat junk anymore. I eat all good stuff. I eat very little. I gotta eat some sugar for my body, so I do eat a little sugar to keep my body intact, but not enough to gain weight. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I eat certain meats like chicken, and I try to maintain my red meat at least once or twice a week. So I'm eating all the right stuff. It's not a matter of what I'm eating or how I'm eating, because I don't eat a lot. I eat very little. I eat just enough to, stay healthy. Um, I don't know, I'm just so depressed that, in every little thing I see on YouTube or on TV that's sensitive, or every little certain music, certain songs are sensitive, make me cry. I cry, alright? I'm a human being. I am sensitive. Certain things make me sad. And I think about my life and go back in my life. It was a tough life. I had a horrible life, pretty much. It was a nightmare. Um, I'm glad that part of my life is over with. And then I think about, my mom, and losing her was pretty tough for me. And I know it was a long time ago, but it's still on my mind. It's 2005, here it is 2019, it's still on my mind. And it comes back, especially around the holidays, and it haunts me. And losing my marriage is still takes a toll on me. Even though it was a long time ago, it still bothers me. You know, I still care about my ex-wife, and it hurts. It still hurts me, and it will always hurt me, and it will always haunt me for the rest of my life. I did nothing wrong. I don't understand what went wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't think I done anything wrong. She says I done nothing wrong. So what went wrong? I don't know. I feel like I've been ambushed. I've been cheated. I've been cheated, robbed, and ambushed. It pisses me off that I've been cheated, robbed, and ambushed. I was screwed, big time. I was screwed out of my marriage. I began. I'm always getting the shit end of the stick. And now I'm paying the price. I get screwed over, and guess who pays the price? Me. That's what happens when you're a nice guy. Nice guys always finish last. They always get the shit end of the stick. It doesn't pay to be a nice guy. If you're a prick, you're a piece of garbage. You treat your women like shit. You have them forever. You're a nice guy. You lose. Plain and simple. You get kicked to the curb. Don't be a nice guy. Don't treat your women right. Because if you do, you lose them. You treat your women right. You're nice to them. You be a pansy nice guy. You're gonna get kicked to the curb. That's exactly what's gonna happen. If you don't act like a tough guy, macho, Superman, you're gonna lose your woman. At least that's my experience. Maybe not true for everybody, but it's true for me. Because I wasn't a tough macho guy, and I didn't treat my woman like garbage, I lost them. You know how many times I got rejected by a girl I really liked, I really cared about, I wanted to be with in the worst way? 5 or 6 times. Over, over, over again. I was second best. I was the last resort. I was stuck in a friend zone, and I never got out of it. Got nowhere. Not because I did anything wrong. Not because I was an asshole. Because I was a nice guy. I was too nice, too sweet, too kind. Nice guys finish last. I'm just going on a rant right now about my life. You know, my mother's youngest brother was a piece of shit. No good for nothing. He was good for something. He was a hard worker. He was good to his friends. He was great for my. He was good to my mother. He protected her. He was a very good bodyguard for my mom. But how he was with me, I don't understand why he was the way he was to me. He was a dirty, rotten bastard to me. Most of the time. Sometimes he was alright, but most of the time, he hated my guts. He hated me with a passion. He treated me like crap. He terrorized me. He scared the shit out of me so many times when I was a kid. When I heard his voice, I'd be in bed, just laid my head on a pillow. I heard his voice. I would hide under the blankets and pray he didn't come in my room. When he came to visit my mother, I would pray he didn't come in my room. That's how scared I was of this man. And he didn't. Thank God. I was terrified of him. This is kind of therapy for me, you know? This vlog is therapy for me. Kids in school were horrible. They were animals. I was the only one with any common sense or any friggin' brains to know enough you don't pick on other kids that are different than you. I was different than the other kids, so guess what I got? Picked on, made fun of, harassed, almost beat up more than once, followed home from school, you name it. Threatened, called names. We went to this amusement park and it was the last day of school. After the last day of school, all the kids went on the bus, school bus, a field trip to go to an amusement park. It was called Lincoln Park. No, one of those kids would hang with me. I went on just about all the rides alone. None of them would hang with me. Maybe two girls hung with me the whole time. Two of them. They hung with me for maybe 2 or 3 rides, and that was it. And I went on all of them by myself. I walked around the park all by myself. Now, one of my classmates would be kind enough to spend the day with me at that park. Only 2 or 3 girls hung with me, went 2 or 3 rides, maybe 4. And that was it. And I went on the bus alone. I sat in the back of the bus. Nobody sat with me on the bus. I went to the park alone, sat on the bus alone, to the park and from the park. I never felt so alone my whole life. My mom begged me not to go. She said, "Gary, you don't have to go today." Those kids were so mean to me the day we were going on the park. My mother said, "Hey, leave the kid alone." I was only maybe 14, 15 years old. My mother says, "Gary, you don't have to go in that park. You don't have to go to the park today with those kids if you don't want. They're awful to you." I says, "I want to go." It was my opportunity to go to the park. When you're a kid, when you get an opportunity to go to someplace fun like an amusement park, no matter what's going on, you still want to go. I should have listened to my mother because I had a miserable time. I didn't have no fun at all. It was the worst time of my life. All those other kids didn't even pay attention to me. I went on everything alone. I done everything. I played the games alone. I should have stayed home. I probably would have had more fun playing with my toys, watching TV. So my stepfather wasn't much no good because if he wasn't drunk, he was sober, sit in front of the TV, not talking to anybody. He never talked to hardly anybody when he was sober. Almost like he was depressed when he wasn't drinking. When he was sober, he barely said 2 words to anybody. He was drunk, he was instant asshole. It's an asshole, just add alcohol. So, the language, sorry about that. Well, I didn't drop the F-bomb, so still kind of kid friendly. But it's more like teenage friendly right now, my video. PG. parental guidance. But yeah. Good news about my housing. I think I passed. I had the appeal for housing, and I think I passed it. So 2 weeks, I'll know what's going on, and I'll probably get a letter. I passed the appeal most likely, and then I'll be moving out of here by January most likely. You know, that's basically it. I love this apartment. I love my neighbors. I hate this neighborhood. This neighborhood is horrible. It's loud, obnoxious. People begging you for cigarettes, money, and drugs. People just don't ease up around here. They don't leave you alone. I'm not talking about people in my building. I'm talking about people outside the building, in the neighborhood, downtown. I live right downtown. It's quiet today. It's it's not always noisy. It's quiet. You can still hear trucks go by and traffic, but it's typical for around here. My eyes bother me really bad because of the light. The light's blurring in my eyes. But okay, fam. It's 60 minutes to 30, counting down. 16 minutes and counting down. I'll talk to you real soon. I just want to give you an update on myself and love you. Keep it real and give me a kiss.